Alright, so this is a bit of a demo on what I do to accrue gold more than I normally would if I just went my usual route on the game. I've had to change this um, since the elemental cradle come out with the Titan artifacts. They are extremely expensive to upgrade per level. It just adds up quite a bit. And I had to change a few things just to make sure that I have enough gold to do that, because I tend to get more of that powder stuff quicker than I get the gold until I started doing these few changes. Now, the first option I think I want to talk about is not the one that I always use actually, but it's probably the most impactful if you are willing to use these coins from the Titan Soul Shop. You can spend 500 to get 1 million gold coin, and that is very effective because 1 million goes a long way, and 500 you can get that in a day or two of doing your normal dungeon runs and opening the spheres that you get from your Gold League guild. And I'm speaking to my Gold League guild, so that applies. I've already opened up mine, and I've gotten the 3 from doing the dungeon. I get the 1 and the 2 from the 75 and 150 Titanite. So I won't be opening those to show you. I've already done several things in the game. I've already run my dungeon. I've already done the Titan, the Hydra attacks, and I've already upgraded my Titans, except it looks like I've got another one I could do. And I'm keeping Sigurd at 118 because he's just as effective there at level 118 until I have these guys caught up. And I would actually like to bring Avalon up higher because I've noticed, at least in the dungeon, having Avalon up front is actually very effective when Avalon is a higher level Titan. So it's kind of a new thing that I've found out that once getting down to the dungeon level that I'm at, that shield is actually fairly effective, and I'm over 6,000, and there are people in my guild who've gone way beyond 7,000 or 9. I haven't checked. So, but I just wanted to talk about a few things, a few options. Now, when you get into the shop that's available in the merchant here, typically I do the exchanges. I don't save these up anymore because I already have all my heroes that I'm going to be using at maximum star, and so I end up transferring these over. In fact, I could do a few here right now. And what this gives you the opportunity to level up your Titans a little bit quicker. And I've found that has been necessary when going, 2 checkpoints every single day. I think it's better to boost up your Titans than it is to worry about paying for gold for the evolution of your heroes. Especially if you have that Titan Soul Shop. If you can go farther in the dungeon, then you can compensate by having that gold purchase option there. And you could do, you could totally focus on your Titans, you could totally focus on your heroes. And I've gone back and forth. I think you kind of have to feel your way with where you are in your particular situation. Is the Titan, or is the dungeon really difficult for you? Then I'd go all Titan. If the dungeon is always easy, then I'd go all hero. If you're somewhere in the middle, you kind of want to do a mix or go back and forth fairly regularly. In this case, I'm eager to get my Titans fully leveled, just so that I don't have any trouble ever with the dungeon. Once your Titans are maxed, you're gonna be able to do your 150 Titanite every day, and I do 185 because it allows me to go the full circle and then through the first checkpoint and then the second checkpoint, and then before you hit the third you'll have 185 and you don't hit that third one, and you still only progress 2 checkpoints every day. And usually when you only go for 150 or 151, however it adds up to be, depending on how you start each day, you're going to be doing 2 checkpoints most of the time when you do that. So I think in order to maximize your loot in the dungeon for the number of checkpoints that you go while still hitting that 150 Titanite goal, doing it that way has been most effective for me. So let's see here. It seems that I have more potions. I'm going to level up a Titan here while I'm with you. There, we got enough for the Avalon. So, and this is really important also for your heroes. But getting to the gold part. Why am I talking about making sure I have enough gold while I'm not using the evolution book? I mentioned it earlier, I already have most of my heroes at 6 star, but even the ones that I don't, in the last 4 to 5 months I have been using gold instead of the book. And that's really what the trade-off is. You can do 1.5 million for the evolution from 5 star to ultimate star, and I tend to think that there's more value in leveling the Titans when you get to the point where all your usable heroes, the ones that you use usually in the wars or in Grand Arena, if you already have those as 6 star, there's no reason to get the evolution book. If you have all your skills done, there's no reason to get that book. So transfer all your potions down. If you're still struggling getting these guys at 6 star and the only one that's left is Jet, then I think it's a good idea to use the evolution book if you're hurting on for gold. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, one big thing, and something that I haven't done yet, is I'm going to use an XP potion. I only use one. I make sure that this one is highlighted. I don't push the green button, and you look at these numbers here. When I click, it uses 1, and that gives you the thing for the day, and it gives you a bit of gold, and it gives you this nice thing if you reach 120 team level. So I do that every day, which means I'm saving those potions, and I'm still getting that thing done. Let's see, what else do we do? Okay, so for upgrading the hero skills 3 times, that uses gold. So I think right now I'm working on Elmer because he's become important all of a sudden, and you know why. Where did he go? There he is. I think I already have his skills maxed, so we'll go down to Mojo. I think I'm going to probably be using him more often. There he is. And I just do 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, typically people will say all you need is this hex skill, and that is right. But if you're going to be using him and you don't have anyone else to boost up, use these 3 skills on him, because he automatically has become a usable character in the game, whether you like to use him or not. For the Hydra heads, I think he has become essential even after him being nerfed, because he does quite a bit of damage based on the damage that his teammates do, whether he stays alive or not. But if he stays alive, I think he can even be even more help. So, and the reason why I'll only do 3, that's it, just the 3. I don't do any more because I don't want to be wasting any gold. If I get to the point where I'm just skilling up heroes that I never use, not for anything, then I'll probably go to the bottom of the list and find the hero with the lowest skills and just do, you know, like one level here, one level here, one level here, and that'll really cut down on how much gold that you're using. Now the biggest point, this is the one the whole video really is about, is in your consumables tab, in your inventory, if you save up those potions and you don't use what you end up getting throughout the different various events that happen through the game. I used to spend gold on these potions when I had plenty of gold to spare, and I figured, well, may as well, because it'll all go to waste anyway. Now, I don't know, that's not a good idea anymore, because these potions are more to buy than they are to sell. But if you take a look at this, I've almost got 1,000 of these, and each one gives you 10,000 on the sell price. Let's sell this. Now, I've got 5.6 million gold up here, and I'm going to be adding like 5.4 if I sell only half of these. If I sell all of them, which I think I'm going to do because I don't see myself using these, well, I'll save some of them. So I'll do about 2/3 right there. And I can get 6 million. Let's see if I'm counting that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 million gold. I'm doubling my gold just by selling those, by not using them in order to do the daily task. That's the biggest thing right there. And whenever I talk to people about this, they say I don't have a lot of these, and it's because they're probably using them fairly regularly. I have one person tell me that they want all the heroes max level, max skills, so they can use them whenever, and that's all well and good, but you are limited with each attack that you do to 5 heroes. In the GA or in the CST wars, you're limited to those top 15 heroes that you're able to use. So there's no sense. And of course you'll have those ones that you can plug in back and forth, like sometimes you might see if my top 15, I think I'll find a better screen for the top 15. So here we are, we have the top 15 that I'm using. Sometimes I use the Faceless. I haven't been using Elmir yet because I don't have that full team, fully functional. Sometimes I use Dorian. She's sometimes useful. Yasmin. Astaroth, I know this is really embarrassing. I'm probably the only VIP 15 player that doesn't have Astaroth up in the top 15. It's because I found a lot of value in using non-tanks as tanks. I've found a way to do it in several instances. Now I'm also leveling up my Jew, and sometimes I use him. And so, there's going to be more than 15 that you're going to be working on. But overall, if you got the top 15 done, you can do these tips that I've been telling you in this video without much problem. There's no reason to continue to max out all these character skills, their levels, or their stats. There's no reason to continue spending all those potions if you're not going to be using the heroes down at the bottom. So really, that's my biggest tip to you. Hopefully this wasn't too long to watch all the way through to the end, because I think the biggest value was near the end. So the biggest deal is save your potions what you can, and your Titan soul shop. Those are the two biggest points for getting gold. And then you'll find that you're not running out of gold anymore. Okay, hopefully that's very helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.